Okay, I did some shopping today. I spent some money, and here's the game plan. PVC pipe costs $1, right? Then you need a weight on the bottom. So there's a trailer hitch that costs like $8. It's like a 1/7/8. And then this little handy adapter fits right on this 1/2 inch. And it just so happens that it also screws in perfectly to the trailer hitch. So that's gonna go like that. PVC cement, that is gonna go for these caps. This is $5. These are like 34 cents each. So I'm gonna cap this side, and then I need something to cut the PVC pipe. So this is a $10 cutter that it adjusts, and it has a little slicer here. So then you just rotate it, and it cuts it that way. And so I'm gonna cut this piece. Use this T that costs 99 cents. No, hold on. Oh, I'm sorry, 43 cents. So that's gonna go up here like that. I'm gonna cut this part, put it up here. I'm gonna get electrical tape, and down here I'm gonna use these 1/4 inch screws because they fit perfectly with camcorders and stuff. And then I have a washer that I bought, and so that's gonna go. I'm gonna take another section here and put it on the top so I can put a cap on here, and I'm gonna drill a hole using these, which I already had, so that's like another $7 to $10, and then use the power drill, so $50 to $100. So I guess this is a lot more expensive than $30 if you don't have the equipment. So I'm gonna drill a hole here. So I'm going to be able to put a nut. These come with nuts as well. So I'm going to put that through. I have a nut, and then I'm going to put a washer on top, possibly, or on the bottom. I don't know. And, however, I might want something to, separate the camera from the screw, but it might give it more support if I got a big washer or some base that I could attach to that. So I might go to like a dollar store and try to find those cheap little mini tripods. I might rip that off and glue it on here instead. So it's a work in progress. That's the game plan, and so hopefully it'll look and I definitely want to drill a hole through here to connect it to here on the bottom, because I do not want this thing to fall when people are filming. That would suck. And then if you want to grip electrical tape, like I get that at the dollar store too for like a 2-pack. So you can just wrap it where you want the grips and have a grip that way. So that's the game plan. So hopefully it'll look a lot better, and I'll hopefully show you that video next. Yeah, I'm not thinking that this tool is the right tool for this, but with some grips, you can get it real tight, and then you can at least score it, and then after you score it, you can bust it in half that way. So even though it was the cheapest thing, the $10 cutter, it's probably meant for smaller things, but you can still use it to score it and bust it in half. So it's still useful, even though it might be the wrong thing. So felt like sharing. And since I'm using this, I already split this side piece. I just used a nice grip and until it felt nice, and then I made a little mark. And now with this thing, I'm gonna snip some so I can flip it over and use it and stick it, and then use that top piece to connect this thing, which will have the camera on top. So I put this on so I can see how deep it goes, and then I put the cap up here, and I wanted a little bit of a gap just in case I messed up or something. I'd rather have more than less. And so I put a mark down there, and that's where I'm going to cut it. Also, these channel locks are messing this thing up, so I just put a layer of electrical tape on top of it. Hopefully it'll stop the wear that was occurring on it. It's getting there. I didn't secure the bottom thing yet, and I haven't put in the fittings there. I haven't used any cement yet, so I might even shorten the base a little bit, because I want it to be a little bit more portable when I'm moving it around. So I might lower it, but we'll see. Pilot hole's done. Here's the problem. There's a nut in there. There's a nut on there. And it's perfectly in there. It's perfectly secure. Except for this just freely rotates, which is not going to be good if this is on top, freely rotating. So I'm going to have to figure out how to stabilize this. So I might use another washer. Maybe there's like a locking washer that'll like lock in there, or maybe I'll just use that rubber cement and glue the crap out of this thing. So I got to figure out that problem, and then it's looking pretty good if I can do that. For now, I just put 2 nuts underneath there, and it seems to line up perfectly when I do that. And then I put this. Let's see if I can. Then I put this in there, which if I get a washer, I bet you I could glue that in there. But even without the glue, it's still way more secure having the double nut on there. And you put the next nut on here. Get it real tight, and it's between 5 and 6 of those notches. That's a good area to be in. I wish I could secure this somehow. Maybe there's some nut that has a washer on it already. I gotta figure out where that is. And then you screw that in. It seems to be a lot more secure. It's not flopping over as much, even though it does still rotate. It's still a lot more secure. So here's the finished results. I don't know, gotta get a better background here. Alright, we got that. We got a nice little solid base down there. And I do need to drill through there and secure it. But for now, it's looking pretty good. So now let's see what it looks like when I shoot with it. I guess I didn't need PVC cement. So the reason why I didn't use it is you can just take the top off if you want to mount the camera. And then I noticed that it was loose when I hooked up this flip video to it. So just between uses, you just have to make sure you tighten this real good. And then mount it, and it should be pretty stable. So let's see what it looks like. And when it's not in use, you can just take the washer off, take the side thing off, put it in there, put it on the end there. That way the washer is nice and safe where you need it, whenever you need to use it again. Not too shabby. So, there you go.